Hey guys, this is Hetu and welcome back to etlqalabs. So today is the day 3 on MCQ series and today's topic is ETL testing, right? So we'll be again the format is same. There will be 6 questions, 5 questions that we will be look at question and answer, and then one question that which answers you need to basically guess and put in the comment of this video. All right. So let's start then. The first question is what tests do we perform as part of data completeness testing? All right. So this is very popular test that we perform as part of ETL testing, right? So the options are ensuring data is loaded without any loss. Option B, ensuring all expected data is extracted and loaded. Option C, ensuring all data is accurately transformed. And last option is ensuring data is free from duplicates. What do you think is the right answer? You can take a pause and then you can answer. All right. So let's check the answer basically. The answer, correct answer is B, which is ensuring all expected data is extracted and loaded, right? So guys, little clarification, right? So when we say data completeness check, right? Basically we are talking about whether the complete data is basically loaded, like extracted and basically loaded in the target system or not. This is what the completeness check, right? So we basically do the count check, etc., right? So we make sure that everything that we expect from the source after extraction it is loaded in the target or not, right? So this is very simple. That's the reason it's ensuring all expected data is extracted and loaded, right? So that is the right answer. Let's go to the second question. So what is the main purpose of ETL testing, right? So I think this is fairly simple kind of question, but options, let's look at the answer options. Option A, to improve network security. B, to improve to develop software applications. Option C, to ensure data accuracy and integrity. And last option is to manage hardware resources. What do you think? You can pause the video and then answer. All right, so let's look at the answer. Answer is to ensure data accuracy and integrity, right? So in ETL testing, we are not going to check the network security. We are not going to talk about any hardware. We are not going to talk about the development part of the ETL, right? Rather, we are going to talk about how do we see that whether the data is accurate and data integrity is retained, right? So this is basically the main purpose of the ETL testing, all right? Let's go to the third question. What is the purpose of data validation in ETL testing, right? This is again, you will be encountering this kind of question, right? What is the data validation, right? So there are again 4 options, right? So to the option A, to load data into target system. B, to extract data from source. C, to transform data into required format. And D, to ensure data is accurate and consistent, right? So what is data validation basically, right? So data validation, right? So let's look at, you can actually pause a video and you can actually kind of uh, check your answer, right? So we will look at the answer basically now. Answer is to ensure data is accurate and consistent, which is option D, correct? Uh, yeah, option D basically, right? And why not other options, guys? Because see, this is basically mostly talking about loading the data, this is extracting the data, and this is basically transforming the data, right? But what is data validation? We don't do anything, any of these things. This is done, the first three are basically done as part of ETL process, right? But data validation is really basically checking something, right? That's why, to ensure data is accurate and consistent. All right, that's the reason it's option D. All right, let's go to the fourth question. What do you mean by data lineage in ETL, right? So we have discussed multiple times in our video, like we have talked about data lineage. So let's look at the options. Option A, extracting data from various sources. Option B, tracking the flow of data from source to destination. Option C, transforming data into required format. Option D, the process of loading data into target system, right? What do you think is the right answer? You can pause the video and then guess it. All right, so let's look at the answer. Answer is B, which is tracking the flow of data from source to destination, right? So, okay. So data lineage, as we also know as a data mapping sheet, right? The mapping document, right? So what basically mapping document contains? It basically contains from source to target everything, including the transformation, right? So that's Excel sheet, right? That we are talking. That is also called as data lineage sheet, basically, right? That is the reason it is basically tracking the flow of data originating from source to destination, source, then staging, and then the target and everything, right? So that's the reason this is the meaning basically, okay, of the data lineage. Now let's look at the fifth question. What is the data transformation in ETL process? Right? So we are talking about the data transformation, right? Extraction, transformation, and loading. Three process, right? So let's look at the options. Extracting data from the source systems, loading data in target system, and then C is moving data from one to another location, right? And option D is converting data from one to another format, right? So you already know, right? The data extraction, transformation, and loading, right? So what exactly transformation means, right? You can pause the video and guess it. All right. So let's look at the answer. So we don't have answer right here. So what I want is I want you to comment on this video. What is the right answer for this, right? What is the right answer for this particular question? What is the data transformation ETL process? Okay. This is for you basically. Okay. Let's look at the last question. Which one is common challenge in ETL testing? So this is very favorite question from interviewer as well, right? So they basically try to ask you, can you tell me some common challenges? So one of the common challenge that we will be looking at in this question, right? So the option A is overly overly simple data transformation. B is abundance of data, test data. Option C is limited access to source data, and option D, high data quality. All right. So you can pause the video and just guess it. All right. So let's look at the answer then. Correct answer is C, limited access to source data, right? Limited access to source data. These are not the right answer because these are not challenge, right? Like overly simply data transformation, right? Simple data transformation, this is basically advantage. This is not a challenge. Abundance of test data, this is again advantage because we have lots of data to test it, right? And the third one is limited access to source data because we don't really know in the very complex project, we don't really know how many data sources we are getting the data from, right? So that is the reason. And sometime the data is coming from some FTP server and somewhere else, right? Some other systems. Um, we really don't have access to them, right? And that is really challenge because if you don't know what is your source, then what exactly you baseline for your testing, right? So that's the reason this is the right answer and not the last one also, because high data quality, obviously there is no high data quality, it's low data quality and the ETL kind of the data that we get from various system. That's why we cleaned up, right? So okay, so I think that's all for this video, guys. And one more thing, like I'm not getting a lot of likes, and I would say forget about like. I think if you like my work, at least you should actually just give me thumbs up, right? That will give me lot of encouragement. And also I'm not getting the kind of the answers from your side. Like we are giving you answer, like it hardly takes few seconds actually to just comment A, B, C, whatever you think, right? But I'm not getting that even, right? So which is not very motivating factor for me. So I would say that I mean I should know like whether you're liking it or not. If you're not liking, then completely we can stop the series as well, right? But if you're liking it, then you should kind of at least answer the question, right? Then I know basically that there is interaction happening between me and you, right? And you really find some value in this video, right? All right then. So yeah, that's the only concern basically. All right. Otherwise, yeah, fine. I think we will see you soon with the next video. All right, maybe tomorrow. All right. And yeah, until then, happy learning. God bless you. Bye.